All right. Welcome back. I just woke up about an hour ago, which means that this is the perfect time to start playing some Minecraft. So basically, last time we talked about, we had two episodes. The first one was about men, and the second one was about women. I know women, ladies first, but not this time. Uh, we kind of just talked about the roles, the problems, stuff like that. Today, I kind of want to have more of a chill talk. I kind of want to break up most of these videos with almost like filler episodes, you can think of them as. Like episodes that the whole point is that um, it's not like some important, impactful topic. Um, I guess I just want to talk about something that I've done, I guess, real quick. Yesterday, I went to town and I watched Markiplier's new movie, Iron Lung, and that was fantastic. Um, it had a lot of swearing in it, so if you're the sort of person that is not a big fan of swearing, then um, it's probably not gonna be your cup of tea. Uh, but I really don't care myself, so I loved it, of course. Um, Honestly, I thought he did a lot with that. Like, the concept of Iron Lung was already interesting from the original indie game, but I remember when that came out. I didn't watch Markiplier at first. When I watched that, I actually watched a YouTuber called Manly Badass Hero, and I'm not even kidding. That is his YouTube name. You can Google it. I am actually subscribed to him. I don't really watch him anymore, but um, honestly, I'm kind of glad because it allows me to have a backlog. Because when I first watched him, I watched everything. I was sick like a dog, so I had nothing to do. I was sick. I didn't have a job, I believe, at the time. I was jobless, sick, and just looking for a distraction from my sickness. And that's when I found Manly Badass Hero. I guess maybe that's what this topic will be. Will be about YouTube. Um, kind of like talking about YouTubers I've watched, how they've inspired me. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Um, but yeah, I watched those videos and I enjoyed them pretty thoroughly. Um, there are times where I just want to like claw my eyes out when watching YouTubers, and I'm like, why? Why are you this way? And of course, Mainly Badass Hero is no exception. I have definitely watched his videos, looked at the things he does, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I've watched his when and like was it the Coffin of Andrew and Lele was just that first one. I watched his video on that. I watched his Purgatory videos. Oh my gosh, that it's like one of those RPG Maker games, but like, oh my gosh, it was extremely brutal. I couldn't believe it. Uh, I watched a lot of his videos. Um, watching him die to horror monsters in a billion different ways. I know a lot of people watch Markiplier for that now, because now he's kind of like the top variety YouTube channel now, because he just kind of does whatever he wants and he gets views. Because people go to Markiplier not for anything specific. Like, you don't go to Markiplier for gaming, or you don't go to Markiplier for cooking, right? Hmm. You go to him for his personality, which is definitely different. Um, then going to them just because they have a very specific interest or niche that they fill. Like here's a big YouTuber that inspired me a lot. Technoblade, may he rest in peace. Um, he was a pretty big inspiration for me because it kind of just felt like if this like totally normal, witty dude uh, can be a big shot YouTuber, um, anyone can if they just put the time and the effort in. And I kind of took that message a little bit to heart, and I've been sleeping on that for a long time. But I've kind of woken up recently to this fact. Um, I'm trying not to starve myself, of course. I'm getting side hustles so I can make money and pay off my credit card debts that are gonna be stacking up as I get more equipment to do this. Because I'm gonna get a new microphone. I was talking to one of my friends, and I really wish I had just grabbed it when it was on sale because it was like 44 bucks and now it's like 50 some, and it's like because there was a deal that was active and I completely forgot to grab it while it was still on deal. So maybe I don't know if I'll wait because honestly, mic quality is so important. Like, I wouldn't want to watch someone who has only bad mic quality unless they're like really funny. Like, I could watch Technoblade low mic quality. Um, it just wouldn't be the same though, because with the Technoblade, I guess brand, you kind of have this idea of quality that goes into it. And every person's a brand. Every person's a brand in some way. Even me, I'm a bit of a brand. Um, I've established my views and my values, but I may not be corporate, but I am a brand. I'm selling something, so to speak. Um, Hold on, I need to pop a pill. I keep forgetting to do this in the morning, and that's kind of bad because I can get myself an ear infection on accident. Sorry. Mm. Every single morning, if I remember, I take a little allergy pill and an elderberry gummy. Mm. The elderberry gummy is actually pretty tasty, I'm gonna be honest, but uh, pills are just so much fun, right, guys? I have been on medication for a good chunk of my life, so that's something that just is, and I'm hoping back to get on my attention deficit disorder pills. Um, I'm hoping the notice in my or the I hope it is not super noticeable in the videos, me being different, because I will be different. Um, I'll be a lot more focused, a lot calmer, a lot more in control. Um, this is the rawest version of me you can find that has zero filters and basically no control. That's the reason why I have such a unique personality, is because I just have very little control. I have motivation problems. And it actually causes me to have kind of like a sort of paralysis. Not like literal, like I don't actually physically lock up, but kind of like whenever I have to make a decision, all of a sudden it's like I can't move. It's like I can't do anything. And no matter how much I try, my brain won't let me do anything. Oh, that's wrong. Well, at least it's wrong for now. We'll see. Well, that might actually, yeah. Actually, no. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have it slowly come in. All right. But yeah, so YouTubers that inspired me. Technoplade's definitely the biggest. Um, like I said, he just showed you that you could do anything as long as you put your mind to it. And that's really inspiring, actually. Uh, and that success kind of comes from the most unlikely of places, like for myself. Um, I'm out here. I'm making videos for like almost a week. I'm getting close to a week. It's nothing crazy. I mean, I made 7 episodes of this series already. But to be fair, I've had plenty of days where I've double uploaded, right? Like Fridays are double upload Fridays. So I have been doing YouTube, yeah, for about a week because I think I started last Monday and it's Monday, so it's been a week. Congratulations. Oh, hey, look at that. Um, yeah, I could get another ominous bottle. Oh, do you see them all just turn at me? Oh, this is not gonna be good. Oh, never mind, they suck. If they had bows, they could absolutely dumpster on me. Aquaman, except not lame. Bam. Too easy, guys. I I thought that was a wither skeleton with a freaking bow. I was like, why is that? Why? I was like, why is there a withered skeleton in my house? I probably should start laying out rooms. What I need to do is I need to go to that mesa and get glass. I need to get a bunch of sand to turn into glass. That's what I need to do. Oh. Fine, I suppose. Um, it's not exactly practical, but I can just place a bunch of saplings near each other. And they should only grow a little at a time, but it creates a little forest, a little backlogged forest. Sorry, I've gotten a little quiet, mainly because I'm just kind of locking in. Because I need to hit this up real quick. Oh shoot, I've run out of meat. That's surprising, but not unexpected. Well, I mean, I guess it was unexpected, but you know what I mean. Like not expected to happen yet. All right. No, now it's night. We now have a lot of bread. So I've got a lot of inspiration from that. Early on, like Stampy Longhead, Iblistic Squid, mm, a Diamond Minecart. Those were like my main inspirations at the time. The ones I listened to the most. I've been watching YouTube for a long time. Um, Dang, like I don't even remember how long because like I know for sure I got that I watched it a little bit. What was it? Ah, wait, sorry. I know that I've watched it since elementary school, probably the third grade, and I am now in my 20s. So back when I was a single digit, now I'm like double digit plus. I'm the premium version of double digit. Oh man, look at all this wheat. Ugh. You might be wondering why don't I just take some of this sand? Well, it's because that sand is that's a part of my riverbed, yo. If I'm gonna make a custom riverbed, I'll make a custom riverbed. But when I have a giant mesa biome over there, you best believe that I am going to get sand from that. Look at that. It's huge. All right, let's demolish this little hill. All right, so I guess I should probably also address the elephant in the room, which is the fact that my Hoi 4 video is absolutely blowing up. It is my highest viewed video. I put a little poll for anyone who is interested to put what their favorite content that I produce is. Because I want to gauge if the Hoi 4 video is just kind of like a niche fluke, or if I should really double down on this. I am planning another video, but I'm also planning a set of videos. I guess I can pitch the video idea here. This is my chill zone. This is where I don't have any pressures. So basically, one of the things I've realized is that a lot of Paradox games are very mechanically intimidating at first. Um, and it takes a little bit of getting used to and a lot of perseverance to learn how to play these games. And some mechanics I've still yet to learn, partially because I've refused to, and partially because they're not as important for casual play than they are for more competitive or non-casual play. For example, Hearts of Iron 4. I want to make a series called Hearts of Iron 4 for Absolute Dummies. And of course, the whole like thing is it's going to be split up into different categories. I'm just going to edit basically the same video down into I don't know if I want to do like a whole section. Like I don't know how I'm going to edit that video because I want to probably just load up as one of the easiest nations in the game to help you learn the game, which is Germany. And I'll probably do this with EU4 as well, and I'll just load up as the Ottomans, and I'll show you the sort of extremes you can bring these nations to, and how you don't need a what the heck? They actually pop out different eggs now? Oh my gosh. Oh, I just hit my mouse. I didn't have my hand on it. And when I brought my hand back, I just hit it. Does this... Oh, I guess I won't be able to know yet. Well, oh. Awkward. So, these games are intimidating. I want people to be able to learn through a way that is easy, because I have noticed that unfortunately, a lot of times in this community, people who make tutorials forget just how complex these mechanics are to the pleb. All right. The game is complex to the plebs. They don't understand. I don't blame them. I was a pleb too at one point, and I didn't quite understand what I was doing. But I was having fun. I had EU4 for a while, but I played Hoi 4 primarily because I didn't know how to play EU4. Every time I would play, I'd get tromped, just absolutely trounced, just stomped on. It was terrible. It was awful. So I stopped playing. So I'm like, okay, well, what if we just like actually properly, because within EU4, I mean, this has kind of been who did I watch that meant who actually brought this up? I think it was what is his name? It wasn't Lemon Cake, was it? It was one of the what do you call that? Paradox YouTubers that I've watched that kind of really brought up that fire alarm has been going off so many times today. This is the second time it's gone off. It went off last night. I literally woke up right before it. Darn dorm fire alarm. I bet someone's just doing something stupid, like smoking in the dorm. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past people. Where is an RA when you need them? We love our RAs. No shade. Zero shade. My RA is dope. I love my RA. I love him as much as a man can love another man without being gay. uh, oh no, I kind of lost my. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, it might have been lemon cake. I'm not. I'm not actually sure. Um, but yeah, you kind of like the fact that a lot of Paradox, and like all of Paradox games, have like the worst tutorials, and that often points YouTubers don't offer better ones. And I'm like, that's so true, so true. I remember when I was learning, and what was it? I watched, I think it was Alex the Rambler a lot, and Alex Rambler and then ISP. I don't remember exactly who it was. It might have been Alex, the Rambler, that I watched an Old World Blues video, and that's what got me in the Hoi 4 was Old World Blues. The modding scene for Hoi 4 is just immaculate. Like the amount of like I know like say like content creators like ISP often make fun of mods because a lot of them are just kind of like low quality or like have just parts of them that are just so silly you can't not laugh. But honestly, I think that's the only reason a lot of these Paradox games are still alive is the community behind it. It's the modders, it's the content creators, it's the players who watch all of it and consume the content and become a part of the content. Um, you can't use either of the fast smelters. You have to use slow ones. Oh, no, that sucks. Okay, well, bop bop, bing, bing, bong, bong. All right, well, we have glass being made up. I should probably start planning out the rooms a little bit here. Well, okay. Okay. Spicy little wolf there, huh? I'm thinking we might be able to make like a kitchen here, right? Kind of like, or do I want that to be a living room? No, no, we'll make this like the living room. But I do want it kind of open concept, so it's... I think I want the open concept parts of it to line up with the... Yeah, line up that. And, do I have any extra stairs? Give it some, like, pop a little bit, you know? I could even give the inside a trim. A upper trim. Now, I kind of imagined it with block glass, but I don't know if I'll have enough block glass. I might have to do glass panes unless I want to go back and get more sand, which is always something I can do. That's not a big ask, really. Yeah? Okay. Interesting. What if... Okay, for some pop. Ah. Now kind of compare and contrast. I know it makes it kind of more single colored, but I feel like the strip might look better for that. And because it's kind of open concept, instead of like, okay, I like this. Hold on, I really like this. This is nice. Let me just hop into my bed real quick so that we can prevent mobs from spawning. Very nice. What if I did? Oh wow, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Why do I like that though? Why do I like that though? That's pretty nice. Um, oh yes. I've been noticing that my videos have been getting they've been a bit long recently, and it feels like they only get longer. So I'm really gonna try because I used to when I started this, I had my phone as like a what you call it, kind of like a timer. That's what it is. I had a timer, and I don't have a timer anymore. Also, do I like that? Yeah, yeah. I want to make like a custom texture pack that makes the glass mostly clear. Honestly, I feel like all they really had to do with glass to make it look better was how it has all those weird little like I guess scratches in the middle? If they made those either gone and just had the outline, or if they made it all very opaque, like a very opaque look to it, like you can see through it. Because as of right now, I cannot see through this little like blue pixel. See, right? But I can't see through all the other stuff. And the funny thing about your brain is that even if you have stuff blocking like that, you'll still see it. It'll just blur a little as your brain is trying to autofill what's there. Because it doesn't know. Your brain doesn't know. It gets the basics done. No, so your brain, it gets the job done. But yes, I'm going to be trying to make sure I keep these videos 30 minutes or shorter. Not 30 minutes or longer, because I think you can only withstand so much of my yapping before you go nuts. I don't blame you. I can only yap for so long before I go nuts, but The problem is my limit is different than yours. My limit is much lower. Well, wait, is it higher? I can't. Oh, my brain. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I can go on and on and on, while you might not be able to listen on and on and on. So we are at 30 minutes. I'm just gonna place this last bit of glass, try to give a closing remark, and then we'll see. Um, Up, 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 up. So we have made big moves on the house today. I'm very excited. It's already starting to look good with the first, this is gonna be kind of like the entrance room. It'll be nice and cozy. There's gonna be probably like fake TVs and couches and stuff, furniture. Well, that might be the main sort of living room sort of area. Like this is kind of like the specifically you're just trying to you get in the door and the first thing you want to do is sit sort of area, you know. So there's gonna be a lot of like reclining here. Um, well, this is more of like this is where you entertain your guests and you eat your food. And there's probably gonna be a huge like set of tables around it. Because it's like the cozy, warm area, right, of the building. I want this chute to go up. I don't know if I ever want to turn it to stone brick rather than cobblestone, but if I do that, that'll be later. Um, Maybe even turn some of it into actual brick at the top. Um, that would be cool. Maybe put some fireplaces up there. And make it extra smoky. There is another one of those guys. But I want to do that so I can have like a chimney. That would look pretty cool. The roof is going to be a challenge. I can never make roofs. Um, I don't know. I'll have to look at some roof designs and see what I want to do with it. Um, because I don't want this to be blocky. I want this to be nice and kind of like rounded off with a traditional roof at the top, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyways, this has been Leech, and I am signing off.